Hey, Song and Sword Nation. It's Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm barely awake, so pray for me today. I'm praying for you. As always, we love you. You've done it again. It's another mic talk. We're going to be in the book of Nahum, as they say in the Hebrew. That's hard to say early in the morning. But I want to tell you guys I love you. I'm so appreciative of everything. This past weekend, kind of initiated on my wife's initiation. I got all kinds of incredible letters and cards of encouragement. I think almost 40 here. It's taken me a couple days to read through them. But Song and Sword family, I love you. Thank you so much. Plus, I got some really cool things like I got some almond joy candy, and I got these flowers, and you guys, this pastor feels appreciated, and I love you so much. I'm thankful for the ministry of Song and Sword. I'm thankful for where the Lord has put us, and excited about what God's doing now and in the near future. So blessings on all of you guys. Text prayer to that number on the screen. We want to pray with you, and that's the way that we connect with you in a really, really awesome way. Today we're going to go to Nahum chapter 2. Nahum chapter 2. And there's two verses here that I think are really important for us to understand today as it comes to God restoring and changing and doing things in our life. So Nahum chapter 2, the first couple verses. One who scatters is coming up against you. Man the fortifications. Watch the road. Brace yourself. Summon all your strength. For the Lord will restore the majesty of Jacob. Yes, the majesty of Israel, though ravagers have ravaged them and ruined their vine branches. A lot of cool imagery here. First of all, verse 1, remember all of Nahum is an indictment against Nineveh, the powerful capital city of the northern empire of Assyria. And all of Nahum is saying, Nineveh, it's your time for judgment. We think it's around 613 BC, just right before they were destroyed by the Babylonian Empire. So Assyrian that's been haughty and been punishing is taken out, the empire has taken out the Egyptians, or fought the Egyptians. It's taken out the northern kingdom of Israel. It's taken all kinds of countries around them, and they've been ruthless. And now the Lord is saying, well, you guys, you've done this to other people, but now you guys get ready. Man the fortifications, Nineveh. Watch the road. Brace yourself. Summon all your strength. What the Lord is saying is, I'm coming against you, Nineveh. I'm coming against you, Assyria. And I'm going to do something that's really amazing. I'm going to conquer you. But here's the word that I want us to focus on today. A couple of words I want us to focus on in verse 2 of Nahum 2. The Lord will restore the majesty of Jacob. Yes, the majesty of Israel. See, Israel has been ravaged. They've been destroyed. In fact, described here in verse 2, ravagers have ravaged them and ruined their vine branches. The northern kingdom, Samaria, the capital, the northern kingdom of the people of Israel, lay in ruins. It was devastated. And even the vine branches were ripped up and torn up. There's no produce in the land. It's a dry, desert, arid place. And God says, I am going to restore the majesty. Now think about that. Just think of a dry, desert, wasteland. There's nothing there. And God says, I'm going to restore the majesty. I'm going to bring back the glory. Literally the word for majesty means to rise up in the Hebrew language. I am going to raise from the dust and the ruin and the desert and the dryness. I'm going to raise up my people Israel again. Now here's the great lesson for us today on this Tuesday. The Lord is going to raise you up. He's going to raise us up from where we are. No matter what dry, deserty place you are in today, maybe you're dry emotionally and you feel like you've been ravaged by the ravagers, right? Maybe it's in a relationship. Maybe it's just your physical health. It could be any number of things, but see all your issues today. See all the challenges today, all the struggles, all the stresses in your life. See them as the desert. And here's the question, can God do something with that? And what we see in the book of Nahum, there's a time where the Assyrian Empire would look at the northern kingdom of Israel and say, You're done. There's no getting you back to where you're supposed to be. We've destroyed you. We've laid you to waste. You don't even have vineyards to grow grapes. And the Lord comes along and says, brace yourselves, Nineveh, because you've been the enemy of my people, and now I'm going to raise my people up. And that is the news of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ comes into the desert. He comes into the dryness and the rockiness of our soils and our soul. And he says, I will raise you up to majesty. It's a picture, I believe, of also the resurrection at the final day. At the end of time, when we are either alive or we've passed on, he will raise us up to be with him forever. That is the good news of this day. Nineveh will not win. Satan, which is a picture of all the evil in the world, Nineveh is a picture of Satan, I should say. Nineveh will not win. Sin will not win. Devastation and dryness. The ravagers who have ravaged us will not win, because we are going to rise in the power of Jesus' holy name. That is the good news on this Tuesday. I hope that carries you through. Hope you enjoy some coffee. Hope you enjoy your family. Hope you enjoy your work and school, whatever you're doing today, because God is raising us up and restoring us. He's restoring us to glory, the glory of his Son, Jesus Christ. God bless you guys. Have a good day.